Hey guys, so I just wanted to give a quick tour of my Funko Pop collection. I'm not a huge Funko Pop collector, but the ones I do collect are mainly comic book superhero Funkos, so I thought I'd give a quick tour just to show you what I have. So as you can see, it's on my bookshelf here, and on my third shelf is where I display all the Funko, and we'll just go over them really briefly and I'll show you what I've got. So starting from the left, we have my Iron Man Funko. So the first one up here is the Mark 43 from Age of Ultron, which is one of my favorite suits, not my top favorite, which actually goes to this one down here, the Iron Man Mark 85 from Avengers Endgame, which is also a Box Lunch exclusive, and I have an unboxing video of that if you want to check it out. Really cool Funko, and a really amazing suit in the movie. So two of my favorite ones in the MCU. I like a lot. There are a lot of favorites that I have for the Iron Man armors. This one is definitely my top. But this one is also in one of my top 5, I would say. Then on the right, we have the Captain America suit from Age of Ultron, which is an okay suit. It's not terrible. I think the Endgame suit and the Winter Soldier suit are two of the best suits. The Winter Soldier is probably a little bit better, but it is still a nice, classic-looking suit, and it was cool that he was wearing it in Age of Ultron, and he had that cool magnetic thing on his wrist where he could bring the shield up to him, which we didn't really see again anywhere. Then on the bottom here, we've got this Daredevil in his yellow suit, and this one, as you can see, is a Target exclusive. So I've never actually read a Daredevil comic, unfortunately, but I've seen him in a lot of media, like the Netflix TV show and the Spider-Man animated series, I believe, in the 1994 one. He was in there as well for a little bit. So I've seen him in a lot of things. I know a few of his stories, but it was cool to see him in the yellow suit, and it was a Target exclusive, so I thought that was really neat. I would like to get a classic-looking Daredevil at some point, but this is really cool too. Then to the right, we're going to start going over all of my Batman vs. Superman pops. Now, I was a huge fan of the movie when it came out, and since then, I'm not as fond as the movie, but I still think it was overall a pretty good movie, and a little bit disappointed to see the direction that Justice League went after the movie. But prior to the movie and leading up and after the movie, I was really excited about it, and it's still really an exciting moment in my life because it was the first time Batman and Superman were going to interact with each other on the big screen. So I went really in on the pops here, so I've got 3 of them. Actually, this Wonder Woman is from the Wonder Woman movie, but I think it's kind of difficult to tell the difference between her and the Batman vs. Superman one. I think the pose is different, but I'm not 100% sure about that. So on the left here, we have Batman in his classic Batman suit from the movie with a batarang in his hand. It was a super cool suit, one of the best Batman suits I think I've ever seen, and it was just amazing to get that in hand. And one of the things I really liked that Michael Wilkinson did, who was the costume designer for these suits in these movies, is he really seemed to create a parallel between Batman's suit and Superman's suit, as you can see here, right? They have very similar textures and symmetry, basically, which is basically how I think the suits should be. The classic Jim Lee art of Batman and Superman, where they're both standing on top of a gargoyle or some really high building with their chests puffed out. Their suits, if you look at them, are very symmetrical, and it really shows, I think, highlights and emphasizes how they're basically two sides of the same coin, the opposite sides of the same coin. And then we have Superman in his punching, flying pose here from Batman vs. Superman. I always thought his hair was a little bit weird in that movie, but the suit I thought was fantastic. It looked amazing, and it looks really great in this Funko Pop here too. I wish you could see the belt a little bit better in this pop because I really liked his belt in the movie, but it still looks great. And then here's Wonder Woman from her movie, and she's in an amazing pose. I like that she has a lot of accessories. They really made the colors pop on this pop as well. And she has her sword and her shield, and I think it just looks fantastic. And the costume looked amazing in Batman vs. Superman and Wonder Woman, and in Justice League it looked really great too. Then back here we have Aquaman in his green pants, classic green pants, which is really amazing. So this is from Batman vs. Superman as well. And the reason why I love this pop so much is because it really reminded me of Aquaman from the Justice League Unlimited TV series. And that was a great TV series. I love rewatching that all the time, and he really reminds me of that. If only he had a hook for a hand, that would be perfect, but it's totally fine that he has 2 regular hands as well. And then you see his trident, which isn't really a trident, which was kind of disappointing that he didn't have that, but he eventually does get it, obviously, in the Aquaman movie, which is awesome, and I really want to get an Aquaman pop from his movie because that classic suit totally works on the big screen. It really looks fantastic. So I think they did a fantastic job on that as well. Okay, so behind Wonder Woman here, we have the Spider-Man 2099 suit, so Miguel O'Hara. This is an exclusive. I don't remember what exclusive this is. Maybe it's a Hot Topic exclusive. I don't really remember. But I really loved the Spider-Man 2099 suit. I thought it was awesome. And spoiler alert for Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, I thought his post-credit scene, or his cameo, I guess, in the post-credit scene of that movie was hilarious and a lot of fun. So really great looking suit. Then behind Superman, we've got the Flash Season 1 suit. So I was actually like a huge fan of the Flash Season 1 suit. I thought it looked really cool. It was really different from the comics, but I thought it worked. And you can see that I have the pop here. Now the pop, though, I'm not a huge fan of. It looks very plain and very uniform. It just looks like a whole bunch of red. And actually it really reminds me of the How It Should Have Ended animation of the Flash. When they used to do it, they used to use this Flash, the CW Flash suit in their How It Should Have Ended animations, which is really funny. They didn't use the Ezra Miller suit in the beginning, initially, and I really didn't like it there either. So anyway, basically what I'm saying is it looked very plain, very bland, and it didn't really seem to be a very good representation of how the suit seemed to pop, in my opinion, on the TV when he was wearing it in Season 1. And then obviously they changed the logo in Seasons 2 and 3, and then they changed the suit in Season 4, and they changed the suit again in Season 5. And the Season 5 suit, I think, is pretty perfect except for the cowl, which they really need to work on. The headpiece is very messy and doesn't look very good. It looks sloppy, but hopefully we'll be fixing that and seeing a cooler suit in Season 6, or a cooler headpiece or cowl, because the rest of the suit, which you can see in behind the scenes and some interviews, looks really good. Then moving on, we have Dancing Groot from Guardians of the Galaxy. Now, I wasn't really like a huge fan of getting this pop, but everyone is getting it, so I just felt like I kind of had to get it too. Groot's a great character, I think. I like him better as adult Groot, like regular Groot, than baby Groot, but I can understand the appeal in toys and marketing, and I know a lot of people enjoyed him as a baby and as a teenager, but I definitely always prefer him as an adult because he is a very powerful character and he can just do a lot more, I think. And then down here we have the Deathstroke from Arrow. So this is Slade Wilson's Deathstroke suit, which looks fantastic in person, and it looked really amazing on the show as well. So Manu Bennett did a fantastic job as Slade Wilson. He had one of the coolest Deathstroke suits. I think all Deathstroke suits are really cool and really neat. There's just something really appealing about it and intriguing about the suit that's just, it just looks awesome. The color scheme to the way it looks with the face mask and the swords and the guns, it's fantastic. It looks amazing. So one of my favorite pops, if not my absolute favorite pop that I have so far. Then on the right we have the Batman Unmasked. So again, this is kind of a basic pop from Target. It's a Target exclusive, and it's just him in his classic suit. The head sculpt is just, not much going on for the head. It could basically be anyone, but it is cool to have a traditional Batman looking pop, and it's also a Target exclusive, so that's kind of neat. And I do like the classic blue and gray color scheme with the yellow emblem. I know it's a little bit difficult to see because of all the glare, but overall, nothing too exciting in my opinion, but it is fun to have nonetheless. Then finally down here, we have Harry Potter. So I guess this is a Hot Topic exclusive. So this Spider-Man one is not a Hot Topic exclusive. It could be actually a Walgreens exclusive now that I think about it. But Harry Potter, so I know he's not a comic book or superhero character, but I just thought it would be neat to get him in his Quidditch outfit. I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. It's a lot of fun to have him in his Quidditch outfit with the snitch in hand, and it just looks really neat. But it's definitely different from all the rest of the superhero pops I have. Now, I do have one more pop. It's not here, but I have a Shazam Funko Pop from the movie, and that's also one of my favorites, I think. It looks amazing, and I really, like I said, want to get the Aquaman suit, the classic-looking orange and green suit from the movie with the trident. I think that would look amazing. So that is my collection. Let me know what you guys think about it. Would you recommend any other specific pops to add to my collection? I think it's fun when you do get some cool looking pops. And if you want to see my action figure collection and some of my Batman vs. Superman figures, let me know and I can make a video about that too. Thank you so much for watching. Hope this was a little fun, just a little bit entertaining, and I'll see you in the next one.